Rockcastle Real Estate is listed on the JSE and in Mauritius.
Right, and it's also part of the same stable, which means that redefined resilient crowd. It's got direct investments in Zambia and in Eastern Europe, but it also has a portfolio of property stocks, listed property stocks. In other words, it owns pieces of other funds. That's its business
Market
model.
cap, 33 billion rand.
Huge.
And a historic yield of 3.6%. I suppose this is another one that you've been invested in for a long time, and the graph is going to look exactly like NEPI.
How did you know, Bron?
Good
Correct.
job.
No, we like this one as well. They're moving out of Zambia and out of the other smaller jurisdictions and focusing on Eastern Europe, specifically Poland, together with NEPI, but a few of the other countries around there as well. But they've got this listed portfolio as well, which Paul mentioned. And that's where I think the divergence in views is. They use cheap financing to buy other listed shares in the property sector, in the US, in Europe, the UK, even Asia. And some people like that. Some others say, well, that's not their job to pick stocks. They must focus on the property development. And that created the opportunity a few years ago to buy into the share. And I still like the fact that management has got this dual hat on of looking at property companies that are listed to buy their shares, but also doing direct development in the likes of Poland.
You know where Poland is, do you?
I do.
I just wanted to know
It's on
whether
the
that would
right-hand side of
change your
Germany.
view on this property portfolio
Poland,
versus the
what a wonderful
Rockcastle
country, huh?
versus NEPI.
But as far as these guys are concerned, you speak about management, but who is this guy, Spiro Nusis? He replaced Craig Hallows. Where do they get these guys? Do they train them here and they make them run malls in the Free State and then send them to Eastern Europe?
Yeah, not quite the Free State, but Spiro does come from South Africa. He's at the Resilient results presentations every year if you want to meet him, Paul, like I
I
have.
think that's a good idea. Take him along with you and introduce him to some of the people in the property space.
Yes, and these are people who are sharp, and like I said, they've got the track record throughout the group in what they've done before, and they are enabled by the Resilient group when they see there's a bright young guy, here's some capital, go to Eastern Europe or the Free State and let's see what you can do.
And as far as the structure of the group, the Mauritian listing is just a side story, really. It's jointly listed here. They've raised capital here as well as there, and there's no shortage of funding if they need more.
Correct. It's more tax efficient. It helps them because they are developing properties not in South Africa but elsewhere, not to get stuck in the foreign exchange restrictions we have in this country. So a lot of people like the Mauritius structure, and a few other companies are starting to emulate that.
JP, you giving this one a hot as well?
I am.
Paul?
Don't know anything about the properties that they own in that fine
Doesn't seem as though you know much
jurisdiction
about anything in the property
of,
space, I have to say.
Poland, but you know, JP's hot. Yeah, let's give it
He's
a hot.
just ignoring me. You're giving it a hot as well.
Yeah.
We're just going with your
I'm happy with that. I'll charge a performance fee on how we
your
do.
calls on this one.